Welcome back to XPGNN, the news network for the experienced gamer. Last week, we asked the question, are video games corrupting our young? Of course not. In this week's netcast, we take a look back at the historical rise of the Republic and its future in the stars. In 2077, the world erupted in flame. The spark of the Third World War brought our species to the brink of extinction. The death toll ran into the billions. Decades of starvation, radiation issues, and ongoing conflicts persisted, but from the fire came the world's first global government, the XPG Republic. Through military discipline, experience, and self-sacrifice is the only way one can call themselves a citizen. Service guarantees citizenship. Now the year is 2200. Just 6 months ago, the System Alliance Military Research Division, or SAMDIV, led by Commander Zender, successfully tested the world's first hyperdrive. Earth is buzzing about the possibilities of faster-than-light travel. Recruitment from everything from mobile infantry to scientific leaders in every field are exploding on every System Alliance recruitment station, from New Hong Kong to the North American capital of Orlando. What you're seeing now is the launching of 3 of the latest XPG Corvette-class vessels. Captain Ryu Jin of the Black Drake, Captain Robin Foreigner of the Falchion, and Captain Hatter of the Covenant. The science ship Prospero has been called back to spaceport for a refit of their sensor package, with Captain Andrew Magnus Red remarking, "It's about bloody time." Grand Marshal Shack addressed the Alliance Council this evening and was quoted as saying, "Our future is written in the stars. It's up to us to build the pin." Are you doing your part? Join the System Alliance now. Service guarantees citizenship. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shack here, and welcome to Episode 1 of the Stellaris campaign. Now, right now, recording this is Episode 1, but I have to imagine that in a year from now, if we hit like Episode 100 or 200 in the, like the Republic of War campaign from way back when, this is where it all began. Okay, so let's talk about the government that I've chosen so far. I hope you guys enjoyed that introduction that I made. I think I'm going to do that for every episode. We're going to talk about the news that happens. It's a great way to showcase and talk about you guys, the patrons that are helping support the channel through this series. I can talk about your exploits, and we can build out some of the lore of the XPG System Alliance. Now, originally I was going to go with just the Republic, but I don't know, XPG System Alliance just sounds better. Also, if I go to our Alliance tab, we've got this, where is it? Where's our information about our empire? I may have closed the one that just gave us the straight up rundown. All right, well, here we go. This is all of our information right here. We got the Alliance logo. I can actually zoom out and show you guys our space, the XPG System Alliance. Now, yeah, that intro, though, is going to allow me to talk about your guys' exploit in the universe. If you want to join that, head on over to the Patreon. I've got it broken down into different categories depending on what kind of role you want. And I have to say thank you, guys, for everybody who supported. I can't believe how much support came out of this series. That's why the production value, there's a lot of effort going into this to make it really as enjoyable as I possibly can to give something back to you guys, so thank you. All right, the XPGamers System Alliance. We are a military republic, meaning that we hold elections every 5 years. Now, what does that mean? Well, since we're a military republic, if I go to, let's go to government here. If I go up to our empire and I go to leaders, governors, scientists, I believe scientists, and definitely admirals and generals. Most governments don't let you do this, but admirals and generals can become governmental leaders in our republic, because we're a military republic. You have to serve. You have to be a citizen. You have to have served. Service guarantees citizenship. Very Starship Troopers. All right, so here are our current scientists. One issue that we are having is we don't have enough scientists for the Empire right now. We have a drought in brain power. So if you guys are interested in being scientists, let me know. Right now we have our fleet that I talked about in the intro. Let me pull back here. We'll look at Earth in our Class G star system. Earth is pretty well off. We've got our construction ship captained by Captain Ostrowski, Ostrowicki, captaining the Rust Bucket, and I can actually zoom in here and take a look at it. The Rust Bucket, which is ready for combat at a moment's notice, or combat, ready to build things at a moment's notice with its big hangar bay down there. It's actually pretty cool looking. We've got our 3 Corvette class, our only military ships currently in service to the System Alliance, the XPG System Alliance. And they're pretty weak sauce, to be honest. We need to customize these guys. We need to make a new version of them. Like, I'll show you guys the ship designer and some of the things we're gonna be able to do. If I go to Corvette, right now we have the Sniper class Corvette is what they've named it. We can rename this. We can make our own classes. I have no class names from you guys. I'm going to be asking patrons for ship class names and designations. I'm even thinking about doing a like once every 2 weeks or maybe once a month for a certain level on the Patreon meeting with like the general staff, and we sit down and we talk about like where we want to see the campaign go, maybe in a Discord channel or something like that. I want to bring a lot of community engagement into this Let's Play. So if you're wondering about this episode, if you want to just get into like the gameplay of it, this is going to be the setup, kind of like the prequel episode, telling you where we're starting and who we are before we get into it. So we got our 3 Corvettes here. Nice thing about this title, about Stellaris, is I can actually name not only the ship classes, but I can name the ships individually. So we have Captain Ryujin of the Black Drake. I salute you, sir. Captain Robin Fomier of the Falchion, which I believe is a type of sword, if I'm not mistaken, and Captain Hatter of the Covenant. These are our 3 first early ships protecting Earth and the System Alliance in its one sector. We have our science vessel. Science vessels are neat because we get to name the ship itself. We can actually name the person captaining it, and then we can move that person around to do other things like our research. So we have Andrew Magnus Red. I have no control over character looks in this, just so you know. So I can't like change the sex of the researchers or anything like that. So please just kind of ignore that. But Magnus here is captaining the Prospero, our very first signed ship that's going to boldly go where no human being has gone before. First thing we got to do, though, as you heard in the news report at the beginning, it's had its sensor package completely reworked. So it needs to go through and rescan all of the Sol system. So that's the first order I'm going to give it. We're not going to be unpausing the game in this. This is just kind of getting us established. So we'll give the order to survey system, and we'll test out its scanner array. So that's going to work. Now, we're in the Sol sector, so we've got Saturn and Titan, and we've got Venus and Mercury and all the planets there, which is actually really cool. It's the first time I've loaded this up to see our solar system, the Sol system. Hell, they've even got Neptune and Triton. Oh, that is really badass. Can I focus on this? Yes, we can. Neat. So, all right, very cool. Now, what else we need to go over? Well, I've shown where we're at. We are actually really close to the, kind of like the core worlds, the inner rim, near the galactic center. We're actually as far as we can get. Our technology is hyperspace drives. There are 3 different modes of technology in this for travel. Warp drive, wormhole tech, and hyperdrive. I decided to go with hyperdrive because I think the points make for some interesting dynamic gameplay when you can't get to a certain sector because of reasons, because there's no hyperspace jump. Somebody who has a warp drive can actually jump across this, whereas somebody with, like myself, we don't have a hyperspace lane there. So there are pros and cons to each one, but this is the one we're going to go to. We have Alpha Centauri nearby with 3 possible planets that we can colonize. In every direction, there are planets that we could possibly colonize that we need to check out. So, going back into the Alliance, we'll look at what kind of government we are. Well, we are, if I go under government here, we are individualists. We believe that a person has to work his way up from nothing to something. Hard work is what's rewarded in the Galactic Republic, and service before self. So, we are individualists. We are not collectivists. We believe that each person, in their unique way, because they are unique, brings something new and makes the whole stronger. So we are individualists. We are militarists. We have a huge history of military conflicts in our past as Earthlings. We have fought through World War III. The world has come literally to an end, and we came through the fire even stronger. So we are militarist with a history and a proud tradition of military service. And then we are materialists. As we reach for the stars, we must pull away from childish things like gods, spirits, and other phantasms of the brain. Reality is cruel and unforgiving, yet we must steel ourselves and secure the survival of our race through the unflinching pursuit of science and technology. Well, there you go. Kind of like if the Brotherhood of Steel may have gotten through the apocalypse and had built a military in some way, which ended up being the government. So, but I guess that's not a great analogy. Anyways, we are materialists, so religious, if there are aliens out there and they are hyper-religious, we probably will not get along with them. We'll think they are silly. So, what else do we have? Well, we have some ruler traits. I actually haven't looked at my ruler traits yet. We are explorers. Science ship build cost is 25% less, and anomaly research speed is 33% faster. Oh, that's really cool. I did not know that. Now, I am already age 46. I am getting old. I'm gonna die. And in 5 years, I am going to be voted out of office more than likely. I believe that's how that works. So, that means any one of you guys in the leadership category can actually take command of the Alliance, of the Republic, and that'll be really cool. I just love that concept. And you can, during combat, you can have ships actually get promoted because they were in combat, become admirals, and then effectively they could be the leader of the entire empire or the entire Republic from an enlisted bit, from a single captain of the smallest vessel up into ruling the galaxy. That is possible in this Let's Play. I think it's really, really cool. All right, guys, that kind of tells us where we're at. Now the question is, where are we going? Where are we going? Well, that's a good question. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to be working with you guys. Now, those news posts at the beginning of the episodes, I'm going to keep doing those, and I'm going to put in things like comments in the ticker on the bottom. You may have noticed a couple from the last time. I'm going to put in news from in the world, obviously, and then I'm going to put in maybe a little bit of backstory for different characters and tell different stories from the patrons. So I haven't figured out exactly how I want to do that. I may just request it. I'm also going to do votes for planet names and whatnot, because there's so many roles in this that you guys can take over, and we can tell these awesome stories while playing through this campaign. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So, little things like, what do we call our first force? Is this like the Sole Defense Fleet? What are we going to name this first fleet? And maybe I'll just open that up to general, anybody in the next video, if you want to put like, what should we name the first fleet? Is it the Defense Fleet? What should we name our first colony world that's more than likely outside of the Sol system, which has no planets that we can actually colonize? Interesting. I thought they might make Mars at least terraformable, but no, it doesn't look like it's going to be. Interesting. So yeah, what are we going to call our first colony and all that? I mean, all those kind of things can be opened up to for the Let's Play. But so let's go ahead and start off with picking our research for this, because I don't want this to be too short of an episode. We can get some things done. So Dr. Danius Gassus. He's actually one of our patrons. We're gonna, if you see doctor there, or a captain, or a rank of some kind, they're a patron. If not, then they are not a patron. They're just a random name, and I need to replace them with a patron. So let's get some people in for that. Now, for our first research, what are you? You're an expert in industry. That's why you're getting all the industry research things popping up. We could pick physics lab. That would help for research, but I actually like the idea of grabbing up solar panels. These solar panels are built into the space stations, and they just generate a whole bunch more power. Power is the currency of the realm. It's what all races, if there are other races out there, that would use for money. This is basically our credits. So I'm going to go with orbital energy conversion. Let's get that solar panel so we can start powering our military defense stations and platforms and dry docks, which is what this bad boy is right here. Can't actually name this, which is too bad. We can name the planet, but we can't name the Earth spaceport. I guess they're just named directly after the planet they're attached to. So I guess you could kind of name it because you're naming the planet. All right. Shugao, you have Spark of Genius, so 10% research speed. That's why you have 12%. What are we going to pick up? Doctrine Space Combat. Naval capacity of plus 10%. Gradual adapt readiness. Deep space combat allows it to effectively coordinate larger maneuvers. Naval capacity. This is going to open up how many ships that we could actually have. Right now we have 3 of 12, so we're doing pretty good there. I don't think it's going to be an issue. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm thinking it's going to take a long time to research New World's protocol, but this will allow us to build colony ships and extend our reach into the nearby star systems. It would be a lot faster if we picked up the military academy, which will lower our army upkeep. What does a military academy do? Military academies improve local recruitment rates and offer a higher standard of training. Army build speed of 25% and army damage extra 10%. I actually really like that. Though it probably won't be that useful early on. This is far more important. What do you guys think? Centralized command kind of goes with the lore that we've established so far. New World's protocol is probably more tactically important. I'm going to go with Military Academy for now. We're not going to unpause this, and I'm going to go off of what you guys think as my here's what we'll call it. All right, so the patrons who have donated and are supporting the channel, right? Those are the citizens. Those are people who have served the Republic and have become citizens. Everybody else in the YouTube channel who's just watching and enjoying, you guys are going to be just public opinion. I may put votes up in the description saying for major things that are happening, we want to know what the public opinion is on our planets. So that's what we'll do. So I'm going to do a vote. There's going to be a link in the description of this video saying, do we focus on our military academies and focus on education? Is that what the people want? Or are the people ready to get the hell off Earth and go colonize planets far and beyond our solar system? So, but we're going to make a military decision right now and go with Military Academy. We can easily change this at the beginning of the next episode. And maybe that'll be in the news post at the beginning. This is going to be fun. All right, Dr. Zender. If you probably recognize the name, that is the man who came up with the hyperspace technology. He's the reason we're all here, able to explore strange new worlds. He is willing to teach. What does he got? He's a industry expert. Betharian power plants. It's going to take a long time to research that, but that will unlock a new resource. What this does, these power plants will produce a ton of energy, but they will consume a rare resource. Now, that we don't know if we have access to this rare resource, but if we do, we can produce a lot of energy early on to power our facilities like defense facilities, basically anything. Mining facilities, research facilities, that's what we're going to need that power for. Do we grab that? That's actually interesting. Or do we go with nuclear defense modules and nuclear missiles and grab up some missiles? I'm going to go with nuclear technology for now, though this is probably a better economic decision. You guys can just leave a comment if you think I chose the wrong thing here. I'm going to go with nuclear missiles, though. So there's our research starting out. We've got 24 months at the outset for one of these. Progress of 10.10 per month, which is what we're pulling in. Base of +5, science, and stored research of +5. Okay. I see. Because we have no stored research. We have nothing. This is just what we've got. So, all right. There is our technological research. I don't think we can do much in ship design in this one. If we go up into the cruiser and we go to Strike Core, you can't actually change what the front of your ship looks like, and it'll change what slots you get. Right now we have the Strike Core installed, which is 1 weapon slot, 3 utility slots. I'm thinking you do get 2 medium slots, though, but we have no medium slots that are worth a damn. So what we're probably going to do is swap out to one with more weapon slots. Oh, but this one has a medium slot. What is better, 3 smalls or 1 small and 1 medium? I don't actually know. And we could put all our mass drivers in these slots. They don't take a whole lot of power. Actually, I don't think they take really any power. We can get a couple of fusion reactors to power the whole shebang. And we have no armor plating, so there would be our ship. And then we need ship class. I don't even know if this is really worth changing over to at this point. It is nice to have the extra firepower. Wow, our stats are weak. Man, starting out is just, whoa. I think I got a great start, though. We have the opportunity to expand Alpha Centauri and Procyon and Bernard Star. Some really cool stuff here. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap up the setup episode for the System Alliance, the XPG System Alliance, the Republic. It's got to be good times, and I'm really excited about it. So, if you're excited for this one, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what system you think I should go to and everything else we talked about, and I will see you in the official first episode of the series. And I'll see you next time.